Hello friends, hello student. Today I will start the lesson. Nationalism in India. This lesson basically based on three important ideas. One is freedom, second is Swaraj, and third is that is very important Satya Grah. Right everyone? In this lesson there are the four important parts. One is World War First, Khilafat, Non-Cooperation Movement. That is the first part. Second part, different strands within the movement. Third is towards the civil disobedience movement. And third one is the sense of collective belonging. So student, in the first I will tell you what is the theme of the lesson. The theme of the lesson, nationalism in India, where we will see the nationalism program from 1915 to 1934. This is the timeline. In this timeline, we have to study the lesson, we have to discover the lesson. Second, very important things, there are three terms which we have to discover the whole lesson. Freedom means Azadi, Swaraj means self rule, and Satyagraha, this is the idea of Gandhiji. So these three words which are very dominant in the whole lesson, and where which we have to deal in the all topics. Okay, na student. So this is very important lesson, and that is very important things. What is the meaning of nationalism? Nationalism means the strong feeling of the patriotism. We are a people of the country. We are a people of the area. Okay, na? They show their dedication. They show their devotions towards the country in the feelings of patriotism to get the freedom from the outsider, to get the freedom from the monarch, to get the freedom from the dictator. That is the feelings which make the people to dedicate their life, to sacrifice their life towards to gain their freedom, towards to gain the kind of self-rule system. This is known as a nationalism. That is called the nationalism. Okay, na student? This is a very important lesson where Gandhiji is the sole man in the whole lesson, where Gandhiji is a sole person, and he is totally, you will say, iconized in the whole lesson. Means he is a omnipotent, omnipresent in the whole lesson. Means everywhere we will associate the all topic with the Gandhiji. That is very important things. So there are the four topics: World War First, Khilafat non-cooperation movement, and then second topic, the third topic, the second topic followed by the third topic, and third topic followed by the fourth topic. So there are the four topics, and each topics which we have to discover the very important things. Number one, which where we have to discover the three important movement. Number one is Roulette Satyagraha. Then second movement, that is very important, non-cooperation movement, and third one is civil disobedience movement. These three important, will say, movement which we have to discover, and very important events which we have to discuss in this lesson, such as World War First. Okay, na? The second is the Roulette Act, then martial law, then Jallian Wala Bagh massacre. Okay, na? These are the very important events in our whole lesson. And then, as we have moved the lesson further, where we have to deal with many of the other topics, important topics. So, the first topic is World War First, Khilafat non-cooperation movement, where we will study about the World War First and how the World War First affected in the nationalism program in India. Means World War First, which was fought between the European powers, where the Britain was fought from the Axis power, and that is very important things, that Britain had lost everything in the war, and he had taken the loan from the America, credit from the America, and that is very important. You will say turning point for the Britain, that hold the, you will say, status, hold the things of the Britain was you will say claimed. Okay, na? So that is very important things. The India was a colony of the Britain. Then Britain had taken the advantage of this, you will say, condition, this opportunity also, you can say. Then India not only forced recruitment of the Indians in the army, but also he overcome his war time expenditure, which the Britain was facing during the war, in such a way the very huge external, you will say, losses the Britain was facing. So Britain had decided to just overcome their wartime expenditure. So they had imposed various kind of the taxes, income taxes, and so many other kind of the revenues, and they were not ready to reduce the revenue also the same times. So this was very cruel, you will say, economic phase of the Britain was seen during this part. Okay, na? So that is very. Then not only the war had a, you will say, influenced the economical ground, but also the war had influenced the society, the culture, the everything. Means even the Britain, they were not ready to, you will say, compromise with Indians. So Indian also faces the very echo shortage of the food, and they have to faces the starvation, hunger, poverty, then they have to faces the famine, and then so many other kind of the epidemics, and so many other kind of the problem they had continued faced. So this is the topic about the World War First, and how did it play a very important role to generate the feeling of the nationalism in India. That is very important point. Means the people of India, they were living very separately. They were not very united. The same times when the war was declared, and the whole Indians had to just go into recruitment in the war. When the British government had gave the promise to Indians, and then they did not keep their promise with the Indians, then this type of the, you will say, jerk, this type of the, you will say, insult the Indians, did not face and did not, you will say, tolerate, and they had decided to just go to in the union, means they had decided to just get united and fight unitedly against the British government, colonial government. So it means that the war was not wastage during that time. The war has its own influence over the Indians. Means the war was ended, but Indian Indian got united. That is very important part. Means whenever the question will be asked about the war, what was the importance of war in the Indian nationalism program? So you can say, well, that the war was wasted, but the Indian did not, you will say, give up their, you will say, ambitions, their feelings, their, you will say, objectives. They got united after this war. So that is very important point. Okay, so that is important. Then whole the topic I will discuss one by one, as you will get your queries, as you will just faces the problem. Then I will discuss all the things. Thank you, student.